What is good, everyone? Dr. Tiger Trades here, back again with another trade recap video. It is very unfortunate that I have to report another loss today across all four accounts. I lost $500 per account, so I lost $500 on this account as well as $500 on my three alphas as well. And I'm going to explain why. So, going into the day, I had a neutral to bullish bias. On the daily, before this candle, we had, like, imagine this candle just wasn't here. We kind of have been chopping, really not much to see on the daily, but we do have this new day opening gap that we had left open. We also had this untapped daily gap as well as past day high. I thought all of those were great draws to the upside. So I was interested in catching longs to that. And on the 4 hour before this candle also formed, I just want to preface by saying that again. But before that had formed, we were in a pretty nice bullish discount. So we were around this discount range, like around a discount in this range. And so I was thinking, okay, this is a good spot for us to potentially reverse to the upside. And something else I want to say is that all of the session lows got taken prior to the market open. We took Asia low during London session, and then London low we ended up taking pre-market. So I was thinking that what I honestly would want to see is a sweep of this sell side in order to go to the upside. And I just honestly did not think we had much reason to go lower. We do have this previous day low, which price is now going towards, but I honestly just thought that we would want to reverse to the upside in order to catch a long to this new day opening gap. So now I do want to highlight the fact that on the 1 hour, we did trade into this 1 hour gap, and it is now 10 a.m., but we did get a nice bearish close. So bias would obviously flip to bearish at this point if I were to have been trading at this point. And honestly, off the open, I was potentially interested in taking a short because we did close through this 15-minute bullish gap. However, we closed all the way down here, and there was not one good retracement and flip that I liked down to the sell side. So I tried looking at it on the 3-minute and the 1-minute. This candle closed at 9:30. We did not find one good retracement and flip to catch a short to this level before the 15-minute close. And that's really the condition that I wanted to see, was this 15-minute closing. It kind of just jumped down here in the last couple of minutes. It was kind of like right here. If it had closed right at where my cursor is, then I would have been really interested in a short, but it closed all the way down here. And at that point, I kind of knew that the short that would have no entry, and it didn't. So market opened right here. Market opened right here, and the sell side was right here. So there was no entry to that. But what I will say is that on ES at the time, we had formed an SMT by not taking this low, and we had a really nice wick. So to me, that suggested that the SMT would play out. And at that point, I was looking for a long to the upside. Honestly, perhaps I will say my targets were potentially a little ambitious. I probably would have targeted London high and maybe taken partials at my break-even point, but especially because we had respected that 1 hour gap, I kind of would have wanted to see how the 1 hour and the 15 minutes were closing, but didn't really get the opportunity to because this Drake candle stopped me out. But let me just review the confluences behind my trade. So as I mentioned, we swept this sell side, and we formed an SMT with ES at the time. We were in a discount of this huge range, and as I mentioned, the 4 hour, we were in a 4 hour discount as well, so that was pretty good. The 3-minute, we get this 3-minute break of structure and inversion of this gap. The 5-minute was closing in 1 minute afterwards, so it was a little bit risky because on Monday I took a stupid loss by entering off a 3-minute inversion and not the 5-minute, or not waiting for the 5-minute. But ultimately, this 5-minute did end up getting closed through, and so did this one. I think it did by like a tick. It got closed through, or maybe it didn't get closed through, but it was very close to closing through. So to me, that was just even more confluence that we would go higher. But again, I ended up entering off the 3-minute inversion. I entered 8 micros for a $500 risk. My stop loss was below this 3-minute inversion low. Hold on. I think I think this is right. I don't know why the projection is like this, but yeah, I entered at the 3 minute close, and I had my stop loss. I honestly thought I had it right here, but it says I have it right here. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But I have my stop loss at the inversion low. I intended it. I intended for that to be where it is, and my break even was this internal high. And I was targeting all this high time frame, high probable, in my opinion, draws in liquidity, draws on liquidity, and yeah, just it was unfortunate that this did not play out. Um, I would take this trade again if I were to take it. I'm proud of the way I traded, right? I waited for candle closure of the 3 minute. I reviewed my confluences. I reviewed my risk. I did all of that before entering. Um, I will say taking this trade was a little bit scary just because of the 1 hour rejection off that 1 hour gap. But after sweeping the sell side and forming the SMT and all the other confluences I just explained, I felt pretty confident in longs. And something I need to accept is that, you know, not every strategy is going to have a 100% win rate. I think that, like, I executed based off of confluences that were high probable. And despite it being high probable, there will be times where the probability is not in your favor. Like an 80% win rate is going to lose 1 out of 5 times. So I think that that's just something that I need to remember. And yeah, this is my trade recap. It's unfortunate that I took this on a Friday because, um, you know, wanted to go into the weekend with a win, kind of like last weekend. But I ended up trading based on my rules, and I think that's a win in and of itself. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Please be sure to comment what trades you took, any feedback you have for me, if you also took this trade. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.